Debbie Webster has dreamed of walking down the aisle in style, but in Coronation Street her big day is suddenly on the brink of disaster, and it might not be her illness that ruins it, but her own brother. In recent weeks, viewers have watched Debbie, once the sharp-witted and fearless businesswoman of the cobbles, slowly lose pieces of herself as she struggles with vascular dementia. It's a sensitive storyline, and for many who have experienced dementia in their families, it's being portrayed with heartbreaking accuracy. Through every step of her diagnosis, one person has remained her constant source of strength, her devoted fiancé, Ronnie Bailey, who refuses to leave her side. Debbie has always loved a good celebration, and this wedding is meant to be the ultimate Weatherfield party, perhaps the last big event she'll ever enjoy. Everything needs to be perfect. But perfection slips through her fingers when, overwhelmed and upset, she confides in Carl and Abby that she's made a catastrophic mistake. She accidentally booked the wedding venue for 2027 instead of 2026. With her memory declining, she knows she may not be in any condition to marry by then. Carl and Abby immediately promise to help, determined to save the day. To Debbie's relief and joy, they managed to secure a last-minute venue just 3 weeks away. It seems like an incredibly kind gesture, especially coming from Carl, who has been quietly spending more energy trying to manipulate his sister out of her business accounts than worrying about floral arrangements. Still, even a questionable brother can stumble into doing something thoughtful once in a while. But just as Debbie starts to believe things are back on track, another storm approaches, and its name is Kevin Webster. Grateful for Carl and Abby's help, Debbie decides to invite them both to the wedding. Ronnie immediately warns her it's a bad idea. Kevin, still furious over the messy web of betrayals between Carl and Abby, is unlikely to accept an invitation to celebrate with the people who hurt him most. And, unfortunately, Ronnie knows his future brother-in-law a little too well. Debbie tries her best to deliver the invitation gently, but Kevin reacts exactly as predicted. He barely lets her finish before tossing the invite straight back at her. That's a very clear no for the RSVP. Now the question is whether Debbie can heal the rift between her feuding brothers in time for the wedding, or if family tensions will overshadow the happiest day of her life.